as they start to join, we'll just go from there. All right.
Right.
So I'd like to thank everybody for joining us today. Wanted to thank everybody back. I hope you had got a lot of information yesterday, last week, with both Morehouse and Bennett College. We're looking forward to this week. We are highlighting Coppin State. I sent out all of the information, the link ahead of time for you all to learn about Coppin State. Get any information to help put your questions together for today, as well as seeing, just getting a better understanding and feel for Coppin State. But before we turn it over to Kaylin, I want to start off with three scholarships that we have. That'll be on the webpage by the end of tonight. That we wanted to highlight for you to go in and take a look at and apply based on the fact that the deadlines are coming up, and you want to be able to put your verbiage and put the materials together that's needed in order for you to apply. And if you need any assistance with those, please reach out to me, and I will make myself available to help any and all with these programs and with applying if needed. But before I start that, I want to make sure that everyone is aware the FAFSA applications will be opening this in October. Please, I'll put the dates and highlight the date on the front page once it's available, as well as a link. But make sure it's important that you go and check out FAFSA. If you don't, you won't be able to get access to a lot of scholarship opportunities. Not only to it's not only just to help you with financial aid, but also there's scholarship opportunities that are tied to it. If you want to go to Coppin State, I mean, you would still be helpful for you to take advantage and look and apply to the FAFSA as well. Put Coppin State on that FAFSA so that you'll have an easy transition and opportunity access to scholarship opportunities. Okay, so the first scholarship that I want to bring up is the Voice of Democracy scholarship. And with that, and this one's kind of unique because it's an audio essay program, and it's for high school students, not just seniors, but for grades 9 through 12. Students are competing for more than like $1.4 million. You can get one person will be eligible for a $35,000 scholarship, which will be paid directly to the college of your choice. And then you can get any other prizes, awards go into within the range of $1,000 to $21,000 in scholarship opportunities. I will put the link into the chat line for everyone to apply as well. But what you have to do to apply, remember, this isn't a written essay. This is a 3 to 5 minute audio essay. And so all of the details will be provided on the website for you to go and apply to for that one. And it's called the Voice of Democracy Scholarship. Uh, the next one up is a scholarship that I've seen personally help a lot of African American youth, and it's the Ron Brown Scholarship. It's a selective program. It provides $40,000 in award scholarships, and which equates to $10,000 a year per school year for your school, and for yourself to go to whatever school you're choosing. And the scholarship supports any student that's intending to go to any four-year school within the U.S. And they award from 20 to 50 people per year. It's a great opportunity. The goal for this application is to get it in as soon as possible. The deadline for this one, the early deadline is November 1st. The final deadline is December 1st. I say the sooner the better. The scholarship is now open for you to go and download from the website. The website will be provided on the link for you to uh to get to for easier access. So please be diligent and getting and being one of the first ones in so that you can stand out. The next scholarship that I have is called the Elks Most Valuable Student, MVS, which is also a four-year scholarship for high school seniors. This is eligible for U.S. citizens who are planning on attending a four-year college. The Elks National Foundation awards 500 four-year scholarships annually. So the opportunities for you getting one is improved the higher the numbers are for students that do apply. Two male and two female finalists will receive $30,000 in awards. That's $7,500 per year. The other 480 participants will receive $4,000 to their college, which equates to $1,000 per year. And this one is eligible only to high school seniors. So I urge any senior that's on here to apply. Again, the link for these will be provided in the website for you to review. And so if you have any questions for any three of those scholarships, please reach back to me. I will help you and support you. We can work through whatever you need, information that you don't understand, and helping you put things in your own words to be able to help you stand out. Okay, so now that we got that homework out of the way, I would like to introduce to you, we have Caitlin Spriggs here who will be representing Coppin State. Hopefully all of you have had the opportunity to go and do a little bit of research on Coppin State beforehand. Kaylin is a admissions counselor at Coppin State. She supports students in the Maryland and East Coast area. I understand that now she also covers Massachusetts as well. Not only is she a Coppin alumni, but she's a first generation college graduate. So for a lot of you that are looking to understand get that feel for what like college life was like on Coppin, please take advantage to reach out to her for additional information, and she can tell you what it's like to be what it was like to be an undergrad there. In addition to her recruitment work, she also teaches a freshman seminar course, and she's a mentor and works with leadership development on campus. So this is a great opportunity for you to soak up from someone who knows a very variety of experiences of what it's like to be on Coppin from a professional role as well as a student. And also supporting her today, we have Dewan Williams, who is here, gives you information on what it's like being a student on campus today. So please take advantage. I will turn it over to Kaylin and let her take over.
All right. Hello once again. My name is Kaylin Spriggs. I am an admissions counselor at Coppin State. I'm a proud grad as well. And going into a bit of what our university is about before we give our presentation, we're a relatively small HBCU. We are located in Baltimore, Maryland, in the city. It's easy for you guys to get around on campus, to get around in the city as well. We're kind of in the middle of a transportation hub, so you have some experience that way. But a great takeaway for any of my out-of-state students that are viewing today, we do offer any student who lives in the state with 2 or fewer HBCUs in-state tuition at Coppin. So you don't have to worry about that price point. We'll get into that a bit later, but you'll be able to pay the Maryland rate if you decide to come to Coppin. I am going to share my screen. I have a presentation for you guys, giving you a little bit of information about Coppin, what we have to offer, clubs and orgs, top majors, things like that. Bear with me as I get this started. All right. All right. Welcome to Coppin State University. We're going to start off with a brief video, just giving you a little bit of information about Coppin and showing you what campus culture is like.
Hi, Kaylin. We can't hear the video.
I'm not sure why. Let me see. I'm going to stop sharing and see if I had to change my settings. Give me 1 second. There we go.
Supporting you, the whole you.
Can we hear now? Okay. I'm
Yes.
sorry. I'm sorry about that. There we go.
We are the best of the West, the great Coppin State University, an oasis of knowledge, a nurturing environment built by people who care, built by those who listen and those who dare to be different. This is our home. This is our nest. We are the community. We take pride in who we are, where we are, and where we are heading. Our history and legacy gives us the freedom to soar. Our wings spread wide, carrying traditions of excellence. It runs deep in our blood. We invest in our students. We uplift families. We empower each other. We believe in big dreams. We are the pathway to the future for our nation, for our state, for our city, for our students. We believe in supporting you, the whole you. We plant seeds. We water. We grow. We are forever. This is a story that has no end. The opportunities here are the pens that will write your next chapter. So come in as you are and let us guide you towards your dreams. I know you hear him calling. Welcome to Eagle Nation, the place to go all in.
At the end right here, you see our lovely Associate Director of First Time Student Admissions. Her name is Janelle Harris. She is stellar. She'll be helping you guys through your process at Coppin as well. Ooh, we're having technical difficulties here, Lord. Okay. To give you some quick information about Coppin, we are a part of the University System of Maryland. That is the system that homes a few universities in the state. So that includes Bowie State University, another HBCU, Towson University, University of Baltimore, University of Maryland College Park. That means we're all under the same management, under the same umbrella. That means you get the same quality education regardless of what school you go to. What's going to be different is what the university has to offer. For us, we have approximately 2,500 students on our campus now. We actually brought in our largest freshman class in history this fall of 800 students. That is great. We're on the up and up. We're growing. We're trying to get there for you guys. Relatively small courses, small classes. So you're going to be in a class with about 25 students max. But once you start to specialize, that will start to go down. We actually have a 12-to-1 student to teacher ratio. So you will not be a number. You'll be known personally in your classes. Personally, for me as an alum in my courses, I knew all my professors. Even as a graduate that I work at Coppin now, they still reach out to me, give me information and offer me support where they can. A great thing about Coppin is that all of our professors are very hands-on with you guys and they advocate for you even if you don't see it on the front end. We are the most affordable four-year institution in Maryland, so that's a great takeaway as well. Again, with that in-state incentive, you guys will come and you will pay in-state tuition. Our top majors are going to be nursing, education, biochem, criminal justice, computer science, social work, and the entire College of Business is also stellar. I'm a little biased. I graduated from the College of Business, so I'm going to say that's the #1 program. But we were also founded as a teacher's college, so our education program is very, very hands-on. We're the only HBCUs to be named solely after a woman, Fannie Jackson Coppin. She is our namesake and kind of what drives us to be what we are today. So through Fannie, she was actually a slave and she was bought out of slavery from her aunt. And she grew to be the first African-American superintendent of a school district actually in Philadelphia. To go into our nursing programs, that is one of our top programs. We're ranked number 5 in all HBCUs with our nursing program, number 1 by student choice. And last year, we had a 94% NCLEX pass rate. About all of our majors, we are internship mandatory, so students are able to get hands-on experience in their field prior to them graduating. For those who are interested in taking a track, so like a pre-med track or a pre-pharmaceutical track, you will do 2 internships. You'll do one within your track and one within your major. Some new programs that we have within our health science program, they actually are launching spring of 2026. We had a minor and a concentration in environmental health and also in nutritional sciences as well. For tuition, this is the fun stuff. So again, you guys get in-state tuition if you live in a state with 2 or fewer HBCUs. You'll pay $20,000 per year, and that's tuition and fees and room and board. That's a great takeaway because our president, Dr. Jenkins, he really advocates for students coming to college and not having a price point be a barrier. So with that, we also stack on admission-based scholarships. We take any external scholarships you are to receive, and also 94% of our students actually receive financial aid as well. So we definitely work with you. And then as you matriculate through college and go on to your sophomore year, we also offer private donor scholarships. That's unlimited money. Students can apply to as many scholarships as they want, and it will go towards the bill. When I was a student, I applied and I received 5 for a total of $7,000 for the year. So it's there for you as an opportunity. It's free money. I always tell students to take advantage of it once they get into their sophomore year. The application actually opens the April before the semester starts during your freshman year, so you're able to get that as well. For our admissions specs, so I am the admissions counselor for Boston, but also for Baltimore County, Delaware, Texas, and a few other states as well. But when I'm reading your application, we require at least a 2.5 minimum GPA. So that's for you to get into the university with no extra stipulations. We have a Summer Academic Success Academy, also known as SASA, where we admit students from a 2.0 to a 2.4. That program is about 8 weeks during the summer before your semester starts, so the summer before your freshman year. You're able to come on campus and take 3 college courses. So you're able to boost your GPA a little bit and get more acquainted to college and basically helping you raise your GPA to get some experience. Those classes will also go on your transcript towards your GPA progression and your degree progression. So you're able to kind of get that on your transcript to kind of help your graduation progression. The program is all inclusive. So you stay on campus for those weeks. We feed you. You go on field trips. They have interaction for workshops and things like that. It's a first come, first serve program with about 100 seats per year. And it only costs $300 for the entire program. For SAT and ACT, we are a test optional school. I always tell students when I'm reading your application, I would prefer to read an essay over looking at your test scores. That's just me, but that's kind of how our admissions counselors work as a whole as well. This is for any transfer student. So if you are not able to come to Coppin straight out and you decide to go to another university for your first year or your first 2 years, we require you to have a general GPA of a 2.0. You're able to transfer your credits through a transfer evaluation and go through things that way. It's not a hard process at all. If you have any questions about that, you can always reach out to our records and registration team and they'll assist you. Applying to Coppin. Our application is 100% free for all incoming freshmen. There's no fee associated with it, whether you apply on Coppin's website, which gets over to us faster, but we're also posted on the Black Common app and Common app as well. We require your transcript to have your senior classes, just so we can see what courses you're taking to ensure that you're on with our requirements with the University of Maryland system. Again, essay and recommendation letters are optional, but as a counselor, I would prefer to read an essay if you're looking for an extra push, especially towards scholarship consideration. And I'll get into that as well. Scholarships, the Office of Admissions offers merit-based scholarships. There's no separate application for that process. Honestly, when I'm reading your application, I'm making your scholarship consideration right then and there. As long as you have a 2.8 GPA, you're going to be automatically considered for a scholarship. But I'm looking at it when I review your transcript, it's going to be if you're having any honors, dual enrollment, AP classes, those will make a difference in my consideration as to what scholarship I offer you. They are all listed on the following screen, so we'll get into that shortly. Need-based, we do offer need-based awards as well. That's a separate application. Once you receive your bill and are on campus, you can apply for need-based aid and it'll be credited to your account. For athletics, they also offer scholarships as well, completely separate from the Office of Admissions. So if you decide that you want to play a sport at Coppin, we are D1 athletics. We'll get into that a little towards the end of the presentation, but they do offer scholarships through their athletic compliance team. These are the scholarships that we offer through the Office of Admissions. We offer on 4 different tiers. So the Blue Freshman, which is $3,000 per year, the Gold Freshman, $5,000 per year, Fannie Justin Coppin Scholarship, tuition and fees, plus a book voucher of up to $1,000, and then our Presidential Scholarship, which is your full ride. That's tuition and fees from a board, plus an up to $2,000 book voucher. We won't get into the specs of the GPA requirements for each of them because it's kind of counselor specific. There are general requirements, but we are looking at your transcript as a whole when we make those considerations. Again, for me, I'm going to look at the rigor of your courses, and that's what all of us are going to do as well. But we try to work with students and award students on a need-based level as well. Our student wellness video is basically talking about how we advocate for students. This is highlighting the Taraji P. Henson She Pods. We actually have them on our campus. They opened last semester, I believe. This video takes me out of my presentation and into YouTube for whatever reason, but let's hope it plays for us.
From food-grade lubricants to LED lighting and every product in between.
Actress, producer, author, and mental health advocate Taraji P. Henson has brought her foundation here to Baltimore. She created She Care Wellness Pods. And now Coppin State is the 4th HBCU to have them on campus. WMER2 News' Janae Wright was at the grand opening today to learn more about what this means for students at the university.
These She Care Wellness Pods are rooms designed to offer a safe and nurturing environment where students can prioritize their well-being on the campus of Coppin State. In 2018, Taraji P. Henson created the Boris L. Henson Foundation, named after her late father, with the purpose of destigmatizing mental health within Black, brown, and underserved communities.
A lot of people can't afford to sit in therapy or to afford a therapist, and most people don't even have a therapist.
Since then, she has launched She Care Wellness Pods at 4 HBCUs, Alabama State University, Hampton University, Bennett College, and now Coppin State University. Henson says she always wanted to have an impact in communities.
So when I decided I wanted to be an actor, I got very serious about my mission to impact people. You know, art is very powerful. It saves lives, it creates lives, and so that's what I wanted to be. I didn't just want to be another pretty actress or, you know, someone who just stands in front of a camera and can make you feel the words. I feel like God put me in this place so that I can impact people outside of art.
The pods offer different services, from things like yoga to counseling services, and also a place for students to rest and reset.
The mission and purpose of these two organizations are in lockstep, because ultimately our goal is to transform and save lives.
The foundation has also partnered with Kate Spade New York, which is also invested in causes supporting good mental health.
So we're incredibly, incredibly proud to be partners with Coppin, to be partners with the Boris Lawrence Henson Foundation, to deliver and partner on culturally competent care.
And President Anthony Jenkins says he's proud that his university is taking another step towards success in its students' lives.
It's days like this that puts us light years ahead of where we used to be and where we are right now. Because this is a powerful message to women of color, from a powerful woman of color, through the power of an HBCU. And that's an unstoppable combination.
And Henson says this is still only the beginning of the She Care Pods.
We're trying to meet as many students as we can and exactly where they are.
Her foundation aims to reach over 25,000 Black women on HBCU campuses with frontline mental wellness care. And the pods are officially open and available to students Monday through Saturday from 9 to 6. And there's also a 24-hour crisis line. Janae Wright, WMAR 2 News.
All right.
This is my favorite classy gift to give.
This video is going to show you our dorms. To give you some specs, we have 2 dorms on campus that are currently open. They're called Daly and Dedman Hall. We offer co-ed suite style living. So it's going to be a suite with 4 bedrooms and 2 girls or 2 guys per bedroom. Within your suites, you also have a living area and a bathroom that you share solely with your suite mates. We have a 3rd dorm that we're currently building right now. It should be open in August for all incoming freshmen. Fingers crossed they finish on time. That's the goal. Right now, it's currently only freshmen living on campus, and all of our upperclassmen who decide to have our residents are living in apartments off campus. Dewan, do you want to give a little bit of information about that before the video starts?
Yes. Also, brief introduction of myself. Hello, everyone. My name is Dewan Oots Williams. I'm a sophomore social work major from Prince George County, Maryland, and I also serve as Mr. Sophomore at Coppin State University. Last year, I served as Mr. Freshman on Royal Court. I'm also the president of an organization called SMOOTH, which stands for Strong Men Overcoming Obstacles Through Hard Work. And I'm also the student representative for the Social Work Advisory Board, and I'm also a ambassador for admissions. So about our housing, so there, like Caitlin said, there are 2 on-campus residencies, which are Daly and Dedman. Both are suite style. So typically it is you and your roommate to a room and about 2 or 3 other rooms in the suite. You all have a common area, a bathroom, which has typically 2 to 3 sinks, 2 stalls, 2 bathroom stalls, and 2 showers. And living on campus for my freshman year, I enjoyed it. Didn't have to be issues with my suite mates, things like that. You do have to do suite mate agreements, you have room checks, you have bathroom checks, things like that. But right now, this year, I'm living off campus in Micah, which is partnered with Micah, the school, which is Maryland Institute College of Arts. I have an apartment here with 2 other suite mates, and I like it here. I actually enjoy it here a lot. We also have Fayette. We have Redwood. It's Eagles. It's Unique Nest, and I believe, and it's Pratt Street, and it's Pratt. So we have so now we basically add a lot of all-campus residencies due to the growth that we're having at Coppin, which is really good. Last year, I was a part of the class that was actually the largest, and then this freshman class came in, and now they're the largest. So the growth of Coppin is definitely influential. We see the growth. It's very inspirational.
Thank you, thank you. I will say the only difference of this video and what we have now is that the dorms are no longer carpeted. They are hardwood floors, and the wash and dryers are new in the dorm as well.
For most students, Coppin is home away from home. There are many privileges to living on campus. For one, you're close to your class buildings and recreational facilities. And the dining hall is just a few steps away. Let's take a look at some of the other benefits to living on campus. Each student gets an Eagle ID card with secured access to the residence hall. There's no curfew, but each building has a manned security desk, a live-in residence hall director, and a resident assistant lives on each floor. We offer a suite-style living with a maximum of 8 people per suite and 2 people per room. The rooms are carpeted and spacious with plenty of storage and lockable closets, each with individually controlled AC and heating. You'll love the free Wi-Fi, cable, and micro fridges in the suites, but each student can also bring their own fridge if they'd like. The bathrooms have multiple sinks, showers, and stalls for privacy. And the lounge spaces are great for events and hanging with friends. The computer labs with printers are open 24/7, and we have brand new washers and dryers. We're close to a public transportation hub for traveling around Baltimore, and a shopping mall and food market is literally across the street. So, if you like what you see and are considering living on campus, please visit coppin.edu/housing. But remember, housing applications can only be submitted once you have been admitted.
That is our dorms. Next, we're going to get into activities and student groups on campus. Personally, as a student at Coppin, I was initiated into my sorority. I was initiated into the Epsilon Kappa chapter of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. So all of the Divine Nine are present on campus. We have about 60 plus clubs and orgs, and we also allow students the opportunity to create their own should they choose to do so. We don't have anything that kind of fits your niche. DeJuan, you're very active on campus life, so you can go into that a bit more.
So yes, very active. My activity definitely came very early with joining Royal Court. That's not a organization on campus, but it is a part of our campus student life. So Royal Court, we basically serve as ambassadors for the school. So we have classroom queens from Mr. and Miss Freshman to Mr. and Miss Sophomore, Mr. and Miss Junior, Mr. and Miss Senior, and Mr. and Miss Coppin State. This year we are currently on our 94th Miss Coppin State and our 25th Mr. Coppin State. So with that, we host different events. We do a lot of community service. Basically, we go to different events on campus as, basically show face. A lot of people personalize us as a glitz and glam. But there's more work there's definitely work that is done within Royal Court. We also have SGA, which is basically the governing side of campus life, student life. Basically, they are responsible for like the money, the funds, and things like that that gets spread and dispersed throughout our student body. But with campus life, like I said, I'm a member of Smooth. Smooth was founded at Morgan State in 2009. We also have a section at Temple University, and we are the youngest section at Coppin State. We're actually looking to expand to a couple different schools, a lot of various HBCUs, and a couple of PWIs as well. We have NCNW, which is the National Council of Negro Women, which is very popular at our school. It's a national organization at different schools all over the nation. But with all the organizations we have, you definitely will be able to find something that, fits your personality, fits what you're looking for. But if you don't find those organizations, you have the privilege and the opportunity to start your own organization. You just require at least 4 members and an advisor, and the school will actually put money towards your organization.
I'm actually an advisor of the Pi Theta chapter of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated. I oversee their events. I sign their paperwork, and I also mentor their Royal Court Queens. And that's how I get my mentorship experience on campus. I work with them in crafting events to host on the college campus life and basically doing the volunteer experience as well. We can get into the video.
Make no mistake, college is hard work, but all work and no play doesn't fly. At Coppin, with over 24 clubs and organizations, you are sure to find something that fits you. Now, let's go over to our SAPB chair to see what I mean.
Hey everyone, my name is Ashanti Davis, the Student Activities and Programming Chair here at Coppin State University. I'm here to tell you that joining a club or org is a great way to meet new people, get involved on campus, and most importantly, to have fun. Coppin has everything to offer. We have Greek life, cultural and community service, social action, rec sports, performance groups, student government, and more. You can even start your own if you choose. But no matter what you do, just know joining something on campus will make your experience 10 times better.
Now, in case you haven't noticed, we keep it poppin' at Coppin. So make sure you follow us on all of our social media channels to keep up on the latest.
All right. We're almost on the presentation aspect. I have one more slide for you guys. We're going to talk about our athletic compliance. Again, D1 Athletics, they're going to get into information about how students can send over their film if they want to get scouted, and how to contact athletic compliance as well to get some more information about what you need to be fully acquainted into the sports life at Coppin.
COPPINSTATEU University CSU Eagles. When it comes to sports, we got you.
Coppin State University is an NCAA Division I institution competing in the MEAC Conference. We have 5 men and 7 women's teams. That includes basketball, baseball, softball, track and field, volleyball, tennis, and bowling. Our coaching staff include former NBA and WNBA players. Many of our athletes have gone to play professional sports and even competed in the Olympics. Coppin State athletes maintain high academic standards with an average GPA over 3.0, with many student athletes reaching All-American status.
Hey Coppin!
Hey Coppin!
To all my athletes out there,
For eligibility and compliance requirements for any sport, call 410-951-3740.
To add on to that, we actually just hired our golf coach to debut our golf team that will start next fall. He is actually actively recruiting as we speak, so we will be adding golf onto our athletics as well. That kind of concludes the presentation to just give you a little bit more information about Coppin and what makes us a bit different. I know you guys saw some flashes of homecoming. You saw all the sports we have. We do not have a D1 football team. We have a club football team. So with that, we have a spring homecoming. Our homecoming is going to be the third weekend in February. So students are able to come on campus. Alum come, clubs and orgs are out. There are events. It's a week long of fun. That's another thing that's unique about Coppin is our spring homecoming. We're actually one of the only HBCUs with a spring homecoming. That concludes the presentation. Any questions, I'm always available to answer them, whether it be today or if you just want to reach out to me later. You can contact me via email at kspriggs, kspriggs.edu at coppin.edu, kspriggs@coppin.edu. I'm available via email, via phone, most likely via email because I'm always traveling, but I also allow students to do one-on-one consultations with me as well, all available on our website, coppin.edu. Thank you.
No, thank you, Caitlin, and we really appreciate you and Dewan's time. I do have a couple of questions I just want to throw out there to give students a little bit more information in their decision-making process. You talked briefly about the undergrad opportunities. Excuse me. As far as your master's programs, do you have a few programs that helps you with obtaining a master's program or getting to or getting to another school that can? Are you working with other schools as far as master programs that you would have available that they can apply for?
Specifically with our criminal justice major, we do partner with the University of Baltimore's law school. So our students have not a direct, but we walk them through their process and it is a partnership with us. We offer a few master's and doctoral programs as well. They have a separate process and then a separate team to further walk students through that. But just to name a few, we have a nursing master's degree and doctoral program. We have mental clinical professional counseling within that as well, along with a few others. I'm not well versed on them all, but the director of graduate admissions is very hands-on with current students, and he often hosts like fairs on campus to help them with opportunities as far as career advancement and also getting into Coppin's master's programs as well.
Thank you. Well, and what as a student, Dewan, and this one applies to you as well. What opportunities and how does Coppin help with finding internships and co-ops throughout the throughout your school term there to help you get to that next level and then understand whether or not this your major to help you feel more assured about the major that you're applying to is the right path for you?
So I would say definitely one with the advisory. Every student gets an advisor. That's what once you move on from your GER class to your general education requirements, you get to your advisor into your major. So we have the Eagle Achievement Center, which is the so known as the EAC, which is in the fourth floor of our library. When you first come into Coppin, you'll have an advisor with your major or like your department. So basically, once you get into your actual major course class, that's where you're getting advisor within your major. I would say with them, they're very inclusive. They're very included in our process. They'll actually give you a path onto like what class you need to take, and basically make sure you're on track with everything to graduate on time. I'll say at our Coppin State math goes basically each semester you take 15 credits. So basically in 4 years, you take 30 credits every year, you will graduate in 4 years. So basically, you need 30 credits to be a sophomore. You need 60 to be a junior, 90 to be a senior, and then 120 to graduate. As far as internship go, our president actually does push for students to get internships within like their sophomore year of college. A lot of schools, they focus on juniors and seniors getting their internships, but at Coppin, we definitely put an emphasis on getting our sophomores internships and job opportunities. In addition to that, I would say the opportunities that you can find around in the area, we have a lot of career fairs and job fairs as well, each semester actually, that will basically put you in a position to, even as a freshman, even if you don't have the requirements to get a internship or a job right then and there, you still have the opportunities to put your face to a business. They have all different types of career fields.
Thank you. Kaylin?
To add on to that, within the Eagle Achievement Center, we also have opportunities for students to do interview prep, resume building, things like that. So they're able to kind of work their nerves out with a professional on campus before they're presenting their documentation and showing face in the real world. We kind of prep students that way. Another great opportunity is that we actually are launching our study abroad opportunities next fall. So we're kind of getting students out there for more ways to expand, to get more opportunities for them. We also have our Presidents and First Ladies closet where students who don't necessarily have professional attire can go and get them for free. To also support students within that system as well, we have a, remind me what's it called, the one I can't remember, where students can get their 12 free grocery items.
Every 2 weeks. Yes, so I can touch on that a little bit more as well. Talking about professionalism, at Coppin, we are very big on Professional Dress Wednesday. So professional dress is something we want to emphasize, knowing how to present yourself in a professional setting. So the President and First Lady Boutique actually helps with that. Basically, you can go in there, you can get suits, dresses, skirts, shirts, shoes, socks, whatever you need, professional dress attire. You can go in there and get what you need. And you can also donate as well. But we also have the Coppin Corner, which is a place for students to get 10 free items every 2 weeks. These can be quick fix meals, hygiene products, anything of that nature. You go in there and you can get 10 free items every 2 weeks.
Yeah. So that kind of helps with how we advocate for students and advancement opportunities, but also for how we make them more acquainted and just have resources available for them, whether it be internship prep or just needing a little extra support on having items in their dormitory or their apartment.
That is amazing. I love to hear about programs like that. Well, we talked about grad school. I like to go back in the other direction for a quick second. I'm incoming freshman and I'm coming in. Do you have any programs that are available that will help me understand what college life is about? Kind of a bridge program that goes from high school to college that students would be able to attend.
The only bridge program that we have right now is the summer bridge program, the SASA program for students who are struggling a little bit. But to add to that, we also have fast track. So that's for students who are generally admitted to the university. They're able to come on campus the summer before their freshman year starts to get some credits on their transcript as well. We also have first year experience. They partner with campus to help the transition once you're actually on campus. They partner with freshmen and they have events and host events. We have first year and second year experience that caters to students once they're available, once they're actually a student at Coppin. And Devon, you had a point?
Yes, so I did want to touch on the SASA aspect. So I actually did SASA my freshman year, coming into Coppin, I did SASA. And then this year, going to my sophomore year, I actually was a peer leader for SASA. So I was working the program. So I went from being in the program to working the program in just a year. And I would say that bridge program is very helpful. It gives you 6 weeks ahead of the majority of your peers coming into onto campus, and basically the opportunity to know campus, get to know routines. It gets you into structure, puts you in a position to actually know or get what it feels like to be on a college campus or be a college student. And I will also say a part of the Eagle Achievement Center, we also now have our house peer mentoring. So basically upperclassmen get paired with freshmen based on their likiness and also their what department they're in as far as a major. And you get a mentor based on that, and they guide you through your first year. The communication it varies based on how often the freshman student wants to talk. They want to talk in person. They want to text or call. It basically is all through a little form matching system.
Thank you. Now I want to dive into both of you kind of a little bit personal. I noticed that Kaylin, you're from Baltimore. Dewan, you're from PG, both in Maryland. Um, any reason, if you don't mind me asking, that why you chose to go to an in-state school?
For me, I graduated high school in 2016. I was well informed about financial aid and scholarships. And with Coppin, the price point sold me. I lived on campus. I didn't have to kick out any money at all. My financial aid and my scholarships covered my fees. And I actually fell in love with Coppin. Along with the price point, just the size of it and the community within the university were stellar to me. The opportunities to network, even with higher up professionals at the university, is available for students. And you don't find that a lot of places. Honestly speaking, our president walks across campus and knows students by name, knows staff by name. And I feel like that's a great takeaway because I'm able to build connections. I'm not just a number. I'm not walking around blind. I'm actually building connections, relationships with people. And that was important for me. I didn't want to go and get lost and not find myself. And I feel like Coppin gave me an opportunity both as a student and as an employee now to advance in who I am as a person and who I am professionally.
For me, I would say that Coppin really chose me. So like I said, I did SASA. With that, I applied to so many different schools. And I did accepted to any school, but Coppin did accept me. And with that, it wasn't like oh, that's my last resort. It was actually like I felt safe. I felt safe going up to the admissions table at my school's open house. And getting to meet one of our admission counselors. And he told me to right then and there that this is the place for you. This is the place that you're going to grow. This is the place where you're going to develop and do great things. And to see what I'm doing now, is definitely very promising that was fulfilled. I would say that Coppin is definitely a lost gem, amongst not just HBCUs, but again, just amongst schools in general. But now I would say seeing the growth and development, and all the freshmen we have coming in, all the transfers we have coming in as well, shows that we aren't so much hidden anymore. But I would say that that's briefly why I chose Coppin and why I decided to stay in state.
So, Kaylin, I think this question that I have here is a little bit more directed to you. Um, uh, as an HBCU graduate, as a Coppin graduate, do you feel that choosing an HBCU and choosing Coppin has prepared you directly or indirectly for for that next step in life?
100%. I graduated with Coppin with a degree in business management. I did my internship with the Baltimore Ravens in their human resource department. I worked there full time for a while after I graduated until I decided to kind of change paths and come work for Coppin. But if I were to have stayed in the business field, there were no concerns about me being able to advance or me being prepared. The transition, even with just the internship, it was easy. I won't say that that's going to be the case for everyone, but if you are talking to your professors and asking them questions and actually taking advantage of the opportunities that we have for students, you'll have no problem transitioning. We even offer services for alum. As I've already graduated, the College of Business still reaches out to me with career opportunities, seminars that I can go to, conferences that I might be interested in. They send them directly to my personal email now that I've graduated. And it's a great, great, great program.
Thank you. I think there's another question, Brooke.
What mentorship programs does Coppin have? What Dewan mentioned for the basically adoptive freshman program, where upperclassmen are paired with freshmen to mentor them throughout their processes. But we also are open doors. So students literally are in our office, in the admissions office, every day. Dewan can speak to that. They come talk to us. They come ask us for advice. They are there. And that's how it's like with a bunch of different other offices and just divisions within the university. Our staff, we're very, very, very hands-on, and we never close the door to a student at all. Honestly speaking, I wasn't prepared for that when I came into Coppin as an employee. I thought I was going to be in my office all day, not being able to connect, or being on the road, not being able to connect with the current students. But the current students are who I see when I'm in the office. I see them basically every day. And I think that's great for them, where they're able to not only connect with their advisors, but also with people who have been in their shoes as alum of Coppin. A great thing is that the Office of Admissions, we're all Coppin alum, so we can feed into students a different way because we've actually been in their shoes. We lived in the dorms, we've walked across campus to go to class, and that's how we give back, and that's how we personally mentor our students.
Wow, that's awesome. Um, is there one specifically for mentors in their field of study?
It's going to be their academic advisor. They are the most hands-on with them. Students, majors, they're assigned to their own once they create their schedule. You have a general advisor once you are in your freshman year, but once you move into your junior year, that's when you specialize with your individual college to get more hindsight, to get more knowledge that way. For me personally, my mentor when I was a student she is now the dean of graduate studies, but at the time she oversaw the entire College of Business, and she helped me find my internship. She was there for me if I had any questions, literally just an email or a phone call away.
Also,
Okay.
I would
Go
say,
ahead.
sorry, but also, like I said, with the Our House Pay Mentorship, so you get matched with upperclassmen within your major. So you'll basically have someone who may not be your major, but they are in the same department. So we have, like I said, we have the College of Business, we have what is it? The School of Behavioral Science. So that would be social work, social sciences, criminal justice. We also have the School of Health Sciences, so that'd be like nursing, health sciences, bio. And we have like case, so basically we have education, basically like with whatever you are in, because you can be a elementary education major or a special education major. But as you fill out though, if you go through the process of getting a mentor, your mentor could be a elementary education major, with an interdisciplinary study in psychology. But they would still basically mentor you because you are a special education major. So basically, it is basically based on your field of study.
Okay. The last couple minutes, I'd like to ask both of you, if it help you give you a moment to kind of put your thought together. Why Coppin State?
Why Coppin State? I would say Coppin State because of how we pour into our students. I would say Coppin State because you're coming into a campus where we are relatively on the smaller side. You still get the feel of a full HBCU. I won't say that our size takes away from your experience at all. And I would choose Coppin time and time again because of how I was fed into. I would choose Coppin time and time again because I graduated without a pocket full of debt. I would say Coppin over and over again, just because the experience is unlike any other. You don't find often where an entire office is Coppin alum. I switched careers and Coppin was the first place that I thought to come work for. And I feel like that just speaks measures for the university and how they make it feel like it's safe, it's home, and it's always an opportunity for growth. And they definitely advocate for you. Like even with me, I'm now pursuing my master's in counseling psych. And the first thing my boss did when she found out was, okay, let me see how I can implement that into your career now. Let me see what I can do to add that. And you'll see that with your professors if you go to them and you talk and there's an opportunity for growth, or even just writing. If you want to get published and be writing, they'll allow you to step in on their research. And I feel like that's great. I love Coppin for the aspect of the family, for the aspect of the growth. And I honestly feel like I should make the best decision for me.
For me, I would say Coppin. Why Coppin? Because Coppin really is family. Coppin really is home. No matter how far you're coming from, Coppin really does become your home away from home. Just being an hour away from where I live, I'm still like, yeah, I'm cool where I'm at. I enjoy it that much through the ups and downs, challenges that I have throughout my first year and a half here. I would say that just being here has really helped me grow, has helped me mature. I see the man that I'm becoming, the man that I've dreamed of becoming. I see the influence of that from Coppin. I see that has happened. That's been sprouting because of Coppin's influence on me and the impact that I've had here at Coppin State, professionally, academically, socially, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, like every way. Coppin has helped me grow. So I would say just, and like Caitlin said, any point, I go into the admissions office and we just sitting there. We talk, joke, laugh. We can fuss, you can cry, whatever you need, you can go there and you can hit that sense of family that you would get from your mom, your dad, no matter who it is. And I would also say that I'm very big on each one, teach one. So I would say a part of, you asked a question about mentorship. Within my organization, I'm all about, hey, whatever this person needs, whatever this brother needs, how can I help them? How can I assist them? So I would say that no matter where you go, you're going to have this type of family feel. As much as it's a cliche that you may hear at every other school, Coppin really is a home away from home, and Coppin is another place where you will gain family.
Appreciate that. I appreciate both of you for joining us today and your time. I can't thank you enough. Again, we'll put your contact information. We would love to keep in touch with you, as well as be able to reach back out later on. There may be, if towards the end of the year, there may be another request to have Coppin come back for another Q&A session. If you both are open for that, we would love to have you come back and represent. I think that this was a great information on it, and I'm looking forward to the next steps with Coppin State.
Of course, I appreciate the opportunity.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you both. We'll take care. We'll reach back out, and if you are okay, we'll share your information online for the students to be able to reach out to you if they have any follow-up questions concerning what the next steps are if they apply, reaching out to you for more support.
Of course.
All right. Thanks to Kaylin and Dewan and Coppin State. Next week, we have another school. Get online, go to the website, and check out who we have, and we'll continue then. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Stop recording.